Rogue. Hello. Hello. You want to do some work? You want to do some work? All right, let's get our stuff together, eh? You're crazy. Whoa. Okay, come on. Hey guys, Reese here. Oh, Rogie. Come on. Hey guys, welcome back. Reese here, Reese's Shed. And today we're building a tool that I've been wanting for a long time. This is a Japan's Customs PULLMAX planishing hammer machine. So we're really going to need this to restore our LX Torana because we've got a lot of panels that need to be replaced. And I'm not really one to buy these kind of things. So I'm going to build this machine. We're going to use it to build all the profiles that we need for their rust repairs that we're going to be doing on this Torana. So stick with me, we'll put this thing together and hopefully by the end of the video we'll give it a run and build something with it. Alright, so first things first, we've got a whole bunch of steel here that's been laser cut off of the CAD drawings from Japan's Customs. Now, a friend of mine actually built one of these already, and him and a couple of other mates chipped in, bought the plans, and built one of these machines. And then I actually managed to get a hold of him, and because I saw a bunch of Facebook posts and things of him using it, and I said to him, hey mate, I need to get one of them. So he said to me, well, Japans can't send them to Australia, it's just too expensive. So they got the plans, got the CAD drawings, whatever, got them laser cut and built them themselves. So he did me a solid, got these cut for me. Now all we got to do is put them together. So cross fingers it goes well. Let's get started. All right, so it looks to me like we've got, these are the two outers. This is the inner. And we've got a couple of different brackets here. I'm guessing this is for the stand. And this is for the hammer action. And then we've got a whole bag of bits in here. Alright, so I know you guys are looking at all this wiring here and you're starting to freak out. But don't be concerned. I just got my delivery of timber so that I can actually patch this over. Now, that's all going to go up tomorrow. And all of this is going to be covered and safe. But tonight, we need to get this thing together. So I have just run a bolt through and I've noticed that this plate here is perfect. All the bolts fit. These, for some reason, do not. So every one of these bolt holes is going to have to be drilled out to suit this size. So I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we've got 22, that's 44 holes to drill. I'm assuming that these here are going to be the same. Yep, they don't fit either. So I'm going to get the drill out now. I'm going to run it through all these holes. Alright guys, so these holes over here are 11.1 and these holes over here are only 10.6. So I'm thinking we run an 11mm drill bit through all of these and we should be good to go. Alright, so 11mm is too tight. I only get the bolt down 3/4 of the way and I'm not happy with that. So I'm going to have to go up the next size, up to an 11.5. Because once I tighten that bolt up, it probably will pull down, but I'll probably never get it apart ever again. Check those welds out, guys. Getting better. Check this out, guys. Just when I need the welder the most. Got my wire all bunched up in there. So I'll get that fixed and I'll keep going. Check this out, guys. It is all welded. Let's stick it together and try it. Alright guys, alright guys, looks alright. First run through, got a bit of a bead going there. It's not straight obviously because I was practicing, but not bad for a first go. It's going to take some getting used to, but I think it's going to be a good thing. Anyway, that's enough for me tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow. Alright guys, check this out. So I've just gone along, I've been cleaning up these dies, trying to get more of a smooth action on my material. And I took the bottom one out and I've cleaned it up and rounded the edges a little bit. Gone to take the top one out and didn't even realise, but I've welded this with the die in it. So now I have to go along and cut that out of there. Hopefully not damage anything in the process. But it pays to like pay attention to what you're doing, I guess. And I shouldn't have welded that with that in there. You live and learn. All right, so I'll go along now. I'm going to grind this weld off, try and break that out of there, clean it all up, and then start again. Okay guys, I've been playing around with this machine for quite a while now, and I've had to make some changes because I really wasn't getting the effect that I wanted. It was okay, but not great. So what I ended up doing was I've rounded over the edges of the dies on both sides, which has helped dramatically. And then I also noticed that when I was running through my pedal, I was getting less impact from the gun. So I ended up connecting the air straight up to the gun, running it off the trigger, and I was noticing a massive improvement in what I was getting. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go along and figure out a airline to go from this to the pedal, and that way that'll work better. The other thing I also noticed is that my weld in here hasn't really survived, so I'm going to have to go ahead and weld this plate back in. I think once I took this off, it was able to vibrate because I've used this quite a bit today and yesterday, and it didn't have any issues until I actually grinded that off. So I'll pull this back out of here, I'll clean it all up, and I'll weld that back in way more solid this time, because I've only tacked like a little tiny tack here, a little tiny tack at the back, and then one right in the middle of this. So what I'll do is I'll clean this all up and full weld it properly. In the end, I actually did get a really nice bead, which I'm stoked with. I've given it a bit of a clean up just on the flat with the roll lock, just so you can get a better idea of what we've actually achieved here. So what I plan to do, the way that I plan to do this, because I want to use this to fix this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, well, something like this, lay it behind here, and then draw what I need. So scribe this edge and then cut it to shape. Once I've done that, I'm going to make the dies to suit whatever profile I need to suit the inner brace. So it'll be like 2 half C's. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run our flat material through here. And once I've got the bead on it that I want, I'm just going to bend it. So just give me 1 second. All right, so once I've run the bead that I want in the shape that I want for that reinforcement, all I'm going to do is get the panel, and I'm just going to give it an ever so slight, I'm going to do this dramatically so you can see it better, but I'm just going to give it a bit of a bend so it follows the contour of the roof, and I'll make 2 of them and I'll stitch weld them together, and that'll work. I'm not going to do that today because I've run out of time and I still have to get my pine up on the wall here. But I think with those improvements, I'll make this machine work really well. I'll be able to make the panel that I need to make for the car. And then in the future, anything that I want to make, I'll just have to make up 2 dies, a male and a female, and I can make any bead that I want. I can make floor pans with this. I can make all sorts of trims. So anything I can come up with in my brain, I'll be able to make. So I think this is a success, even though we had our couple of little issues over there. But I'm not going to let that spoil a good thing. So I hope you liked this one, guys. I hope you liked the tool. If you don't, you know, it's not for everybody, but this is something that I think is going to make my life a lot easier, and it's going to be an asset to the shed. Get in the comments anyway. Like, comment, subscribe. Guys, with that hype, we were 21 in the whole of Australia last week on the last video, so loving all the love that I'm getting on those. If you can keep hyping those videos, be very appreciative. Come back next week and we'll get this thing sorted in the car. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Don't forget, those projects won't finish themselves. Get in the shed.